I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich, motherfucker! Yeah! Yeah! Ooh, yeah! What's going on, y'all? You're now watching the greatest channel that has ever existed. My name is 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘵, and I truly appreciate you for being here with me. So that was pretty much an autobiography of the last year and hopefully the current 2-year process that we're going through right now. We'll see. A lot of videos recently have been saying that PulseChain will come out within the next 4 to 6 weeks. So worst case scenario, it's going to come out the middle of May. Hopefully, I hope it happens. But in the meantime, I'm going to do a prediction about what I think the day 1 price prediction is going to be, 6 months price prediction is going to be, 1 year price prediction is going to be, and 2-year price prediction that's going to be. And spoiler alert, you already saw the price prediction that I had in the thumbnail when you click this video, but I'm going to explain why it's so ridiculously high. The day 1 calculations are pretty much based on all the other layer 2 protocols that have come out, and also all the other Ethereum killer protocols that have come out. From the ICO, they 10x the first day, and then they crash to like half of the 10x later on that day, or maybe the next day. This has happened with coins such as Phantom, such as Solana, such as Ethereum. So that means that the price is going to go from its lowest sacrifice value of 1/10,000th of a dollar to about 1/1000th of a dollar within the first 24 hours of its release. Now, let's get to the fun part. In order to do this, let's look at a chart from 𝘊𝘰𝘳𝘰.io. And it also comes from nomics.com. This chart not only shows the exchange coins, it also shows the Ethereum killers, right? These Ethereum killers are like Solana, like Serum, like all the other ones I just mentioned. Now, I know this is not necessarily a 1-to-1 ratio. Like, these coins are not exactly doing exactly what PulseChain is going to do, but just bear with me. This is a price prediction. This is the best that we can do. According to the chart, all these coins increased in value by 3,300 times within the first 25 months. 3,300 times within 2 years. Absolutely amazing. So pretty much because they increased by an average of 3,300 times, that means that the average of PulseChain is going to increase by 3,300 times, right? So I gave the answer to the question at the very beginning, but it's okay. I need to explain it further. Let's look into it step by step. Whenever there's a new technology, it goes through something that's called an S-curve, where it starts off a little bit slowly for a short amount of time, then it shoots straight up into almost a straight up line, hockey stick, parabolic way, okay? And then it finally curves back to a level playing field, kind of like an S-curve. This is the same way that PulseChain's value is going to increase when it comes out. It's a technology that's going to be ubiquitous and amazing, so it's going to go through an S-curve. I have some example of S-curves here. We have the S-curve of a flushing toilet. We have S-curves of electricity, running water, vacuums, color TVs, computers, washing machines, tablets, ebook readers, even cryptocurrency, okay? Cryptocurrency as a whole. The same thing is going to happen with PulseChain. So let's pretend that you sacrifice $1,000 at the beginning of the sacrifice phase, like moi, like me. Based on my calculations, you'll have $10,000 by day 1 of launch. Remember I said that most coins 10x the very first day that it comes out, and then it cuts in value a few hours later, maybe a few days later. So the highest that it will be day 1 of launch will be $10,000. That 1,000 will be $10,000. Now, if you look at things from my S-curve perspective, 6 months after launch wouldn't be 1/4 the value of 2 years after launch, because it's an S-curve. It's not just a straight linear line, but 6 months after launch will be way higher than 1/4 of the 2-year value. It's going to be way higher than 1/4 of 3,300x that I said at the beginning of this video. If we take the calculations and apply it to the S-curve, my prediction, now this is just an educated guess, it's not written in stone, it's not perfect, this is not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor. My prediction is that $1,000 will turn into $300,000 by 6 months, aka it will 300x within 6 months. This may sound crazy, but almost all the other coins did a crazy run in such a short time. Hex, the coin that Richard Hart made, Richard Hart is also making PulseChain, 10,000x in 2 years. I'm just saying that it's going to 300x in 6 months. So me saying that is not crazy. Now let's extrapolate this S curve into 1 year. 1 year means that it's going to grow 1,300x within that timeline. So that means that if you sacrifice $1,000 at the beginning of the sacrifice phase for PulseChain, you will have $1.3 million a year after PulseChain releases. And now, finally, according to all these charts right here, you take the average of Uniswap with SushiSwap, with Ethereum, with PancakeSwap, with Binance Coin, with Serum, with Solana. You take their all-time high values, and their all-time high reach these values with an average of 25 months. Their average X gain has been 3,300 times. That means that if you put $1,000 at the beginning of the sacrifice phase, you will get $3.3 million. $3.3 million. Ridiculous, right? And it's not that ridiculous because if you put $1,000 into Hex at its lowest point, you would have $10 million. So it's not crazy at all. Again, this may seem crazy, but if you look at the fundamentals of PulseChain, it's a lot better than the fundamentals of Hex. It has deflationary aspects. That means that its total amount is going to be capped the moment that it's released. It is necessary to run every single PCR token. Every single token that's copied from Ethereum onto PulseChain is necessary to run on PulseChain, right? So that means that you have to buy the Pulse coins for this. And it is going to be used in protocols such as liquid loans, such as Hedron, and many other protocols that we don't even know about that haven't even come out in the future. It is going to be ridiculous. Me saying that it's going to grow 3,300 times in 2 years, or 330,000% in 2 years, is not that crazy. In fact, it's very, very conservative. I think it's going to grow by about 10,000x within 2 years, to be very honest. But I don't want to say that out loud. Let's just stick to 3,300x within 2 years. And this is going to be crazy. I'm so excited about this. I'm talking about this because I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Let's get this money.